to ANDOR, the podcast where every week we analyze and scrutinize the Star Wars series ANDOR, 7 minutes at a time. I'm Alex Wallenetz.
And I'm Rusteen Honardoost.
And we have friends everywhere. And today we are joined by our friend, General Roustabout, Bon Vivant, Jack of some trades, and mother, Josh Androsky. Hi, Joshy.
Hi, hello. It sounds good to hear me be described like that. I'm a fan of it. I think I'm gonna.
There's no greater honor to me than being a mother.
There really is. And for those that might doubt me and my ability to mother, just fucking meet my cat, dude. He fucking loves me, and he's had a hard life, and I've given him so much. He got his tail bitten off by coyotes.
Oh no!
And I nursed him back to health with a little dropper.
That's how you found him?
I found him in a laundry basket.
Okay.
Outside of a Food for Less. And
it's a real Moses story.
Yeah, it really is. It's the Moses of Highland Park.
Yes.
Which sounds like a fucking oh man, there goes the joke. Well, who's the pockmarked guy that was Captain Adama? An Edward James Olmos movie.
Yes.
Boy, oh boy, if I had access to Edward James Olmos off the jump, this podcast would be off the jump. You know what I mean? But yeah, so Murphy Brown is a perfect boy, and he started on these streets, but now he's in these sheets in a non-sexual way because he sleeps with me.
Makes sense.
Because I'm his mom.
You're really nurturing him, and that's beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Josh, can you tell us a bit about your history with Star Wars, and how did you come to find the show Andor?
Yeah. So I remember my earliest Star Wars memory is like being on like the jungle gym or whatever of my elementary school and playing Star Wars, which just meant like choosing a character and running around. But
swinging sticks at each other.
Not even. We were just kind of playing on the jungle gym.
Okay.
But we were like, it's Star Wars. Because my friend Kenny would do like, so it was Star Wars. I was always Han.
Oh, okay.
That's an honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an honor. I had like the perfect early 90s hair for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that might have been why I got Han.
It wasn't that you always wore a vest. That didn't have anything to do with it.
No, I don't think I ever really wore a vest.
Or doing various crimes.
I wasn't at my crime phase. No, I didn't shoot Greedo. I was very nice to Greedo, and he indicted me.
It was a perfect conversation.
Yeah. But I remember I was in middle school when the prequels came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being so fucking pumped for the prequels. Like, waited outside. Didn't camp. I'm not a fucking monster. Like I did wait a long time to buy tickets.
Yeah.
Like an hour or two or something, like the news was there, whatever. And I remember just being so fucking bored the whole time watching the episode 1, and then like pretending, like making myself think I liked episode 2, and then falling asleep in episode 3.
You went to see Joe Black, and then meet Joe Black, and then you just saw the trailer. That was usually how it goes.
Yeah.
The Phantom Menace trailer came out with Meet Joe Black.
Did it really?
Yeah, so people had to like line up to see Meet Joe Black.
That's so funny. I wonder if it has like a weird bump like in sales.
It did, actually. Like, it was a really well-performing opening weekend.
That's so
thanks
funny.
to the Phantom Menace trailer.
And not the funniest death scene of... Oh, wait. Is that?
Yeah, that is.
That's Meet Joe Black. I was thinking of Mighty Joe Young. Those are different movies.
Doesn't that movie also have Brad Pitt doing like a Jamaican voice?
Everything gonna be Irie. I believe is the quote of the movie. Yes.
Yeah, because he plays the maid, right?
Yeah.
Or something. He becomes the maid. He's a ghost.
Something like that.
There's an older woman dying, and like he becomes, I guess, death speaking to her, but speaks to her in her parlance.
Turned out to be a better double feature with Phantom Menace than anyone considered.
That's true. Yes. Quartet White Boy doing racist voices ended up being a really good double feature.
Yeah. So I then like Star Wars being so ubiquitous everywhere, like I, of course, had to be like, Star Wars, whatever, like blah blah blah. But it does feel like now it's gotten to like where like sci-fi in the 70s was, where like you can only say certain things if you do it in a Star Wars. Like the most radical it's like it feels antithetical, but because it's omniculture, like ever present, mass produced, like but I think because it's in this thing that everybody feels it's like it's safe because it's a Star Wars, so it's gonna do good, right? So you can make a Star Wars whatever you want, do whatever Star Wars you want to do. I'm so sick of these Star Wars, which is a line from UCB, the first like UCB series.
Oh, okay.
One of the greatest sketches. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
I was thinking of the Star Wars SNL sketch. The lyrics to Star Wars.
I don't remember that one.
Star Wars. Those crazy Star Wars.
Yeah.
When will those Star Wars ever end? Yes.
Yeah. No, this one was a guy at a video store saying that he was in Star Wars. And then he was like, I actually had the titular line. In Star Wars. I was, it was Luke was riding on top of the Millennium Falcon. And I just walked by and I just say, I'm so sick of these Star Wars. So good. But yeah, like, and then I saw Andor and I was like, oh my God, this is like one of the best shows to be on television in a long time.
Did you have to be convinced to watch it, or did you find the show?
I did. My girlfriend Sydney convinced me to watch it, and
I was the one who convinced Sydney. So it's
Well, there we go.
The rare girlfriend who forces the boyfriend to
watch
it.
Star
We
Wars.
usually have heard the other way around on this show.
That is really funny.
You're really breaking glass ceilings here on Andor. So
I really am. She was right about this, like she's right about everything. I know she's going to listen, so I'm just making it known to her and the listening audience that my girlfriend is right about everything.
We'll be having her on in a couple of weeks, so
Ooh,
listeners can look forward to
tease.
hearing
Yes.
how correct she is about everything. So.
What a plug in a big spot.
yes. I was like, what do I give Sid and what do I give Josh? Sid, I'll give the like how to organize in prison and be a really good organizer. Josh gets Space Miami. That was
popping pills and drinking Revnog.
Yes.
Let's go, baby.
In Space Miami. But before we get into that, we do have a question that we like to ask around here in honor of the late, great WTF with Mark Maron.
R.I.P.
Who are your Glup Shittos?
I mean, I this guy might be too popular to be a Glub Shitto, but I mean, to me, he is. He represents what this represents, and that is, of course, Watto.
I'm not going to argue with this one.
No, Watto is a Glup Shitto, 100%.
Yes, if you saw him, if he showed up in something and you were with a normie and you go, oh my God, it's Watto, and the other person goes, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a Glup Shitto. Yeah.
That's true.
I think that the barometer for no longer being a Glup Shitto is when you have a thing named after you. Like, Ahsoka has a show called Ahsoka. Darth Maul now has a show called Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Like, that is the level at which you stop being a Glup Shitto, is my personal theory. So whenever Alex gets to make Watto Uncut Gems, that's when Watto will no longer be a Glup Shitto.
I believe in my heart that he will be in the new Pod Racer game, which I know is not the Pod Racer game, it's a racing game, but it's I believe in my heart that he will be in it in some way.
He's gonna be like the merchant that you buy like upgrades for your speeder for.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Man,
he's running Space Kalshi in the corner.
Oh my God! There's like a Poly Market drone that like is going through the crowd. This like, will this boy become annoying? This young white boy with blonde hair, will he suck later?
We've got insider info.
Yeah, 400 credits on the little white boy turning very annoying by the end of the saga.
No longer accepting bets.
But I love Watto, and I went to Star Wars Land at Disney, and would you believe my disappointment that I didn't see one fucking Watto in the entire goddamn place. So I go to a cast member and I'm like, where's Watto? Everybody's asking.
Where's Watto string?
Yeah.
Where's Watto? Where's Watto? Where Watto? Where Watto at? String? That's so good. That's so good. And they were like, well, if you go to the store, you can hear his voice.
If you listen to the wind.
Yeah. If you listen to just the right here, pick up this show. And yeah, all they let you do is hear his voice. It's fucking bullshit. There's no Watto. Watto should be like running shit.
Hold on one second.
Do they no longer sell?
Well,
Yeah. Alex is getting up. He's walking over to his cabinet of curiosities.
Oh, it's like underneath books, like it's like a hidden treasure.
Yeah.
They did sell Watto stuff.
What?
So they did sell Watto stuff at Galaxy's Edge. I don't know when they stopped selling it.
Yeah.
So there's one store where it's like the premise is that these are toys that exist within the Star Wars universe. Like if you were a child, you would buy these on a
Little like
market.
stuffed animals
Yes.
of different creatures.
Oh my god, dude, his fucking nose and everything. Look at that fucking schnoz, dude. Oh, that is amazing.
Yes.
It's
Alex
so
has pulled
cute.
out a little plushie of a Toydarian.
Yes. A
It's-
Toydarian.
A Toydarian. Does it say it's Watto on it?
Watto's cute.
I believe it does say Watto, yes. I have the tag downstairs.
What a little
Why
guy.
would children? So if in universe you can buy this toy, why would kids in universe be like, I love that slave trader?
It's like a child buying a Fagin stuffed animal. That's all it is.
Because there's so many Fagin stuffed animals out
Yeah.
there. All of our houses are littered with.
Well-
We all went to FAO Schwartz and bought Fagin.
Yeah, look,
stuffed
I know that
animals.
I went to KB Toys and bought my Armenian action figure, and there's Watto for other people. you
Josh
know?
is adamant that Watto is Armenian, not Jewish.
Yes.
Oh,
He's
Which
Armenian,
I
not
disagree.
Jewish.
I disagree about.
I was at a panel recently about like West Asian Middle Eastern representation in media, and they put Watto up as one of the negative portrayals. So
Negative? What are you talking about? That's really funny.
I think we're all just gonna claim Watto for ourselves.
Yeah, we're all gonna victimize ourselves
Uh-huh.
by claiming Watto.
You know about what it says about Watto in the Star Wars book, correct? In the like official, what do you call it? The like
Is it a
compendium.
slur?
No, it's even funnier.
Funnier than a slur?
Yes. In the official like Star Wars compendium of like you buy like the illustrated compendium of all the terms in the movies, Watto's has a little line that says, "Mind focused on profit."
He's got that grind set.
Yes.
Oh my god. Dude, Watto's success memes.
like
Every morning I wake up 4 a.m.
I've turned my day into 3 days.
That guy is fucking insane.
I know. I love him. That's my motto for this year.
I wake up, I hit nose with hammer.
If they could make Judge Holden into a looks maxing
Watto now
mean-
clavicular.
That's how he got his nose so big. My
Yeah.
nose smashing hammer.
He just pulls a little bit out.
Yeah.
Is it joking? What's it called?
I don't remember.
The thing you can do with your other extended nose thing to make it longer.
You could just say penis, extended nose
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
was,
his other
that was
his
like,
other nose thing. That was the joke.
That was like on the Steve Harvey Family Feud. They don't like saying dirty words,
Yeah.
so they use other words
That are
like,
worse?
way
Yeah.
worse
Yeah.
and grosser. Like there was one where that the answer was supposed, like because the point of Family Feud is to get a grandma to say the word asshole. You know what I mean? And so the answer was asshole, like butthole, whatever. And the grandma's like, butthole, Steve. And what popped up was,
And he turns to the camera.
yeah, he turns to the camera. He's like,
he shakes his head solemnly. Of
yeah.
no,
Oh,
no,
Steve,
no.
how'd you get yourself into this one? And then, ding! What comes over is ham flour. Yeah, dude. Yeah, disgusting. So much worse than butthole. Extended nose thing, just say penis.
Yeah, I guess I said joking already. I'm
Yeah,
already.
you said
in.
jelking. Is the word jelking in the Epstein files, do you think?
What's jelking?
no.
I know I shouldn't have asked that.
Not it.
Did you see How To with John Wilson?
No.
Oh, you should watch it.
Okay.
Uh,
I Googled it. I'm getting the answers.
Is Google AI right? Jelking.
I turned off Google AI, but I'm getting pictures. Google Images is coming in handy.
Literally.
Yeah.
Don't Google it. Only Google it if you're driving.
Siri, what is jelking?
Alexa, play Jelking Mix.
Oh, this is just jizz.
That's how you
This
make
is some
jizz
sweet
music.
jizz music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of scatting, it's jelking.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked that.
That was good. No, that was good. I liked it.
Did you say you had a second Glupshido? You said you had a friend.
My best friend's glove. So I was a Watto, and he was a Sebulba.
So what was back?
Sebulba is back.
Sebulba's back big time.
Oh yeah,
The game I was talking about that has the racing game. That's not a pod racing game. It's just a racing game.
The cheers inducing final shot of the trailer is Sebulba in his little pod racer.
And he's old now.
old Sebulba, old man Sebulba.
Sebulba.
Sebulba, yeah.
He's got like a little like gray beard now.
Oh my goodness, Sebulba. Damn, son.
Gray fox.
Silver fox, yeah.
Sebulba. and his guy, much like my Watto thing, like the reason that Sebulba is his guy is just because he likes saying Sebulba.
It's funny that I feel like if Sebulba
They're like
spoke
they're like
English,
Pokemon. They only say their names. They're
Yeah,
Sebulba
yeah,
and Watto. Yes.
Yeah.
No, what I was gonna say was if Sebulba spoke English, it probably would have made him a racist character too.
Yeah.
Like it's just whenever George had them speak English, that's when you would run into problems. But if they speak like gibberish alien language,
Right.
then no one can get mad at you.
Because there's only so many voices.
Yeah.
There's only so many voices you can do, you know? And like this is like a real, you know, like nationally very questionable, we don't know where it's from voice.
Yeah.
It could be
we work in the
Russia.
Gem District, but it's not the Diamond District. It's not clear which Diamond District.
It could be a white place or a not white place.
You guys are-
Who knows?
You're turning into Triumph the Insult comic dog.
Yes,
now.
exactly. Exactly. You never know where that voice could be from.
This is a great podcast. Sorry.
For me to poop on.
Yeah, nice fucking got there. Yeah. Do you know who the voice of the pod racing announcer is in the Phantom Menace?
Is it also Robert Klein?
No. It's Greg Proops.
Oh, hey, babe. I did know that.
Yeah.
I did know that. He thought like they shot a bunch more stuff.
I can get that he's not.
It was him and another guy, and they were supposed to be like talking to each other, and then the other guy got overdubbed with like alien Huttese instead. So Greg Proops got to stay in. He made the final cut.
What do you think about this race, babe? Did you hear Greg Proops' Harrison Ford story?
No.
So Proops was, in because they all filmed in outside of London or whatever, like all of them, I guess. And the same driver who drove Proops to and from set drove Harrison Ford back in the day.
I think I know the story, yeah.
And Harrison Ford was apparently like, everybody knows that he's a stoner.
Yeah.
But apparently he would hotbox a limousine.
Yeah.
Like
that's not easy to do. Yeah.
It's not that. A lot of surface area. Every morning on the way to set, hotbox a limousine. And then one time,
I also feel like the weed in the UK, England is not that good.
No, that's why he had to smoke so much of it.
Yeah.
And then one time he comes running in with a pot, like with a lid on it, and like gets in the car, opens the pot to a bunch of smoke, and just like fucking hoovers it all up. And the driver kind of looks at him, and Harrison Ford just looks at the driver and goes, hash.
I was saying, and that's why they call it pot.
That's why they call it pot. But yeah, that's a very fun Harrison Ford story. That guy, I feel like it's not that dangerous to drive a plane high. Drunk, yes, but high.
I feel like Harrison Ford is proof that that's not true.
He does crash a lot.
Yeah.
He does crash. You know what? I revised my my statement.
I feel like in order of danger while intoxicated, I would actually probably put plane higher than car. Because car, like, it's pretty easy to, like, hit a thing and stop.
Yes.
Plane, you can
hit a thing, you stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Boat is the safest. I think driving while boating should have a higher
Yeah,
UI.
you know what? I have been stoned while operating a maritime vehicle, but it was like a little, like, electric boat in, like, Amsterdam or whatever.
Sure.
But still, I was driving.
How many crashes do you think Harrison Ford has had in the last 25 years? I have the answer.
25 years. How many crashes? Like plane crashes?
Just like incidents where the plane,
Incidents where he did not land the plane correctly.
Yes.
I'm
6.
18.
5.
Oh, okay.
Price is Right rules. Both of you overshot it.
That's not as bad as I thought.
That's what I'm like.
Over 25 years,
I was gonna say,
5
like,
times.
I was saying it's like, I'm like, that's not a funny number. And then I'm like, wait, no, that's 5 plane crashes over.
That's 5 plane crashes.
There's a wrongful runway crossing, a taxiway landing, a golf course crash, a runway overshoot, and a helicopter crash landing.
Maybe, I mean,
Whoa.
Sully did 1 good crash.
Yeah.
Harrison has done 5.
Hold
so
on.
is he a bigger hero than Sully Sullenberger? Maybe.
I also want to call it the name of his piloting his 6-seater Beechcraft Bonanza is the name of his plane.
That's really fun.
So now we would start, I believe we are.
Yeah.
But there's one thing I do want to shout out before we start,
Okay.
which is congratulations to Roland Timsit,
Oh.
who is the French voice of Jar Jar Binks,
Yeah.
who just won his runoff to get into the second round of the lower county assembly of the French government
Yeah.
in the Mélenchon left-wing party.
Let's go. By the way, there's nothing more racist than the phrase the French language Jar Jar Binks. A French Jar Jar Binks is so racist that, like, I think they're going to have to cancel the pod.
It is not easy to be a clown.
It's just the guy from the Hillary Clinton documentary.
Yeah.
It is not easy to be a bunga, how do you say, Gangnam style.
Just smoking a cigarette, which we've established do exist in the Star Wars universe as of last week.
Do they call them death sticks?
No, those are drugs. The
Cigares?
Yeah, cigaras or
Cigaras.
something like that.
Wow, what a absolutely beautiful language.
On that note, let's return back to the world of Andor. Previously on Andor, Cassian failed to convince his mother Marva to leave with him, and as he looks to leave Ferrix for the last time. While over at the ISB, Lieutenants Blevin and Miro sniped each other over jurisdiction. And so Dedra ended last week by admitting that she used the Imperial Emergency Act in the wake of Aldhani to gather data across multiple sectors without official sanction. But now she asks a room of ISB agents, if anybody here believes the rebellion plans its actions around the artificially constructed boundary of our sectors. Which is basically, they're like, we have our own lines of how we divide these things, but the rebels don't really work on the weird lines that we've come up with.
It's kind of like in an action movie where like FBI comes in and is like, this is our territory now.
I'm in charge. Not anymore, you're not.
Exactly.
Yeah, very Robert Davi and Die Hard.
And Dedra is coming in and saying, that's stupid. Let the people who are actually fighting this.
Yeah, quote, systems either change or die, which goes hard. It's also pointed out that this is Partagas's system. Are really going to question Partagas?
It's like the people in the room are almost like aghast at her saying it. The idea that you would second guess the boss like that.
Yeah.
In Star Wars, that historically gets you choked out if you do that. And here Dedra is willing to come out and say
Which we talk a lot about. Like, the inherent nature of fascism is that fear of, like, being like, guys, I don't think this is working. Let's try something else. There's such a fear of it that you end up in these sort of like not syphilitic.
Well, I mean, a lot of
sclerotic was the word I was trying to get to.
Well, I mean, fascism, Hitler, syphilis.
Yeah.
You know,
there's probably some syphilis going around in the ISB offices if you think about it.
Yeah, no, so Dedra and Partagas in some ways are the ones who, if there were more Partagases and Dedras, the Empire might have succeeded.
Yeah. I mean, Partagat's system worked to conquer the galaxy, but now that they're trying to maintain it, Dedra is saying, that systems either change or die.
Partagas is the old guy with the long hair. Yeah, okay, sick.
Feel free to ask at any time.
Because when I hear Partagas, I just think of fucking whippets.
We're gonna get to the whippets later.
We'll get to the
Right. Thank you.
Keith Gergo is doing whippets. That's not what's happening over here yet.
So she basically she says systems either change or die, and Partagas's eyebrow goes through the ceiling. Dedra realizes she went too far and ends it with a sir.
Yeah, covering her ass for sure.
Blevins looks at Dedra and he thinks she's blown it, but Partagas instead asks what her argument is, and she tells him that there is a focused, organized rebel effort to acquire highly restricted Imperial military components, and her evidence is by accessing infiltrated sector crime reports. I can now prove a link between the theft of our most secret equipment and its distribution to rebel groups across the galaxy, which we know as the officer. Yes.
That's literally like what Luthen is doing and what we've heard, Bix say about her relationship with him.
And
unfiltered crime reports also show that Gungan on Gungan crime is lower than the politicians say it is. But no one's talking about that.
See, the thing is, actually, there's not more crime on Naboo than anywhere else. They have sunshine laws. So anything has to be reported to the press. So it just seems like they're worse than other people. But it's actually, in reality, it's just most planets have a lot of violence. Or weird crimes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of them have weird crimes from people that have gills.
That's also true about Florida. Partagas asks if this data she's able to present, she's presenting and she can verify, but then she turns to the real point of her conversation, which Dedra says, I believe Supervisor Blevin is aware I have his documented file ready to go. I believe his accusations here this morning have more to do with self-preservation than any sense of urgency.
Yeah, because he's been like tattling to Teacher every time that, Dedra tries to get over on him. And that's exactly what he's doing here.
Yeah, we've been seeing this come to a head for weeks now. Something had to finally break narrative-wise.
And the structure of this scene is very similar to the last time this happened, where Partagas plays referee between the two of them. But the end result is different now that she actually has the data to back up what she's saying.
This is the episode is sort of the catch-up episode of this has been an issue within the ISB since episode 3. They can now finally resolve the Maltese Falcon that has been unsolved since episode 1. So and then Blevin responds by asking, what's more urgent than a renegade intelligence officer? Imagine if everyone in this room played as loose with the rules as you. And he thinks he's won, but he's lost, because Partagas says it's an excellent idea. I'm wondering where we'd be right now if everyone here showed the same endeavor as Supervisor Miro.
Yeah.
Yes.
That backfire was so obvious. You can't just be she's not doing it by the rules. If she's if she has something, which she clearly has made a discovery about something that's very real and provable, right?
Yeah.
If your enemy does that, you don't just go that's not fair. Somebody's gonna be cuck alert, you're a loser.
That's how the right wing acts.
Yeah.
To the thing is that's not fair is actually they're always playing to the refs. Charlie Kirk is always playing to the refs. Tucker Carlson's always playing to the refs.
Now he's playing to the rest in peace. I feel like the right is doing that, but also I think that somebody like a Trump or somebody that is smarter than the average foot soldier, I think would look at that and be you a bitch.
Yes.
Well, because earlier in this line, or in this scene, she says, do you think the rebels care about the lines we draw on maps? And it's clear the only people who really care about it are the people in this room.
Right.
They feel such ownership over those lines, and they think that that's their stuff. And it kind of doesn't, I feel if Dedra was on the other side, she would be saying the exact same thing that Blevin's saying. That, you're breaking the rules. But because she is using it to assert her own power, then it's okay.
Yeah, and this is an obvious, I think, launch pad for that part of her character. That part of her is what separates her from everyone else, and she's now being rewarded for it for the first time.
Yeah. And for us as the audience watching, on the one hand, we kind of empathize with her as somebody who is struggling against the systemic sexism of the ISB, and we want to see her kick Blevin's butt as he's tattling to the teacher.
Hire more female droids.
Yes.
Fuck.
But like, yeah, exactly. Like at the end of the day, if she's successful, that's bad for the rebellion. It's actually bad for our heroes for that to happen.
We don't get a chance to talk about this episode, but I'd be remiss, Josh, to not give you a chance if you want to talk a little bit about Dedra and Cyril, the greatest couple of all time.
I mean,
and his mom, the greatest mom of all time.
It's funny because like everybody like sees the royal family as that, as Dedra and Cyril.
Yes.
Like they don't see themselves as Dedra and Cyril, but literally everyone else sees any British royal pairing as them. That is just who they are. It is in a legacy of creating British villains, which is, by the way, the greatest outcome of Star Wars, to make every
British
people
person
look
evil. Yes.
Yeah, to look as evil as they are in real life.
We've learned they're quite proud of that, actually.
Yes. Yeah, well, guess what? You would be proud of your fatherland, wouldn't you? I do think that
but
this
Cyril is American, which is a very important thing that we bring up. That like he's like the American who's trying to be a fascist. That he's the one way out.
Yeah, he's
the Meghan Markle of the situation.
He had an Acorn subscription and was a big Doctor Who guy, and said, "Oh, the British TV shows are so much better than the American ones."
Yeah. He went every Halloween as old Greg and just loved. He was like a real Britophile, Anglophile. There's a word for it.
I think we found the term Teaboo.
Yeah.
Teaboo's really good. That's really fucking good. Yeah, I think that the thing that makes that couple work is that despite her complete revulsion for her lover, she does love him.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he is like one of the more repulsive characters in media recently, which is so good. And it would be too cartoony if you couldn't tell that she actually did love him and that she actually did, had to come to the conclusion that like, well, she loves herself and her job and whatever, career prosperity more.
I want to give you a chance. I figured you were a big fan of those two.
Yeah, thank you.
And
the
then
most British people in Star Wars.
And Edie, his mom. I also figured.
Oh, and Edie is more anti-Semitic than Watto.
So Edie is Jewish. Watto is Armenian. That's what you're ending up with.
Yeah,
okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
we start keeping track of what people think Edie is.
The thing about
we got to get Edie's 23andMe.
Yeah.
The thing about Edie that's really great is that in her youth she killed Andy Warhol.
Good job. Good joke. Okay. So yeah, back to the scene. Dedra is shocked to see that Partagaz, responds to her favorably. Partagaz continues by announcing for the moment, he's reassigning the Morlana sector to Dedra, and he tells Blevin that Ferrix is of great interest to her and he has clearly become a distraction for you. And he ends the meeting with saying he salutes the provocative exchange of ideas, and before asking Dedra to join him outside, he's just like, I like to just have a strong, just the open space of democracy and arguing and just the town hall. Was it the town hall of democracy?
Yeah.
What do you call it? What do the right wingers call it?
The town square.
Town square. Yes. We're just all ideas are taken in and believed.
Yeah.
Which is that's the TPUSA line. It's just we allow all people to argue, which is always love when like the New York Times op-ed, we're like, we have to we feature fascists. We have to feature everybody. It's like, call me when you like feature a Maoist in like the New York Times op-ed and you actually include all voices. And so as they walk away with a meeting, Partagaz tells her, well played. And after she thanks him, he continues, but watch your back.
Yeah. Kind of building off like that line before of like, imagine if everybody in here was like you. On the one hand, like Leo.
Are you on first name basis now?
Yeah. On the one hand, like Leo Partagaz, like pushing Dedra forward is helping to make the ISB like more ruthless and scary. But on the other, we do know that her reckless abandon at like gathering information is actually what's going to ultimately lead to the discovery of the Death Star and the eventual destruction of the Empire. So in a way, like he's actually sowing the seeds of the destruction of the Empire in this moment right here by encouraging her.
No, I think like the one of the things the show does politically is like it's not just arguing that the Empire fell because they found these blueprints and they got a lucky shot. It was on its way to imploding anyway, that these things just can't maintain for too long before eventually they sort of hole in themselves on like a black hole. Like eventually the contradictions get too much and you end up in these situations.
Dedra rises to power by clawing apart everybody above her, and then eventually that happens to her too. And she ends up in a prison, just like Blevin probably did.
Blevin rebelled. Blevin became a rebel. We say goodbye to the ISB in the episode, and because it's party time, folks, as we zoom over the coast of Niamos. Can you plug it? Can you put in a sample of the music, or will we get in trouble?
Listener, you'll find out now. But I do love that song.
Yes.
It's the best song ever written.
Yes.
I've played it 100,000 times on a loop.
So in canon, that song is playing. That is the song that they said is like, we came up with this song, we're like, what if this was just like the summer bop of the year?
Mm-hmm.
And it's playing everywhere. And it's called Niamos. It's like called The Planet. Like a hot song called Miami. Like I guess that's also
there is, but a song called Earth is really funny.
Well, it's a whole planet of beaches.
Right. Well, yeah, I guess calling it Beach Planet would be a little on the nose.
I mean, Niamos is very close to just like rearranging some letters from Miami, you know? It does a great job of telling you everything you need to know about this planet, from the title card, the music, and seeing like some blue flamingos flying through the air.
Welcome to Niamos.
There you go. There you go.
Do you think Pitbull exists in the Star Wars universe? Mr. Intergalactic.
I was going to make the same joke. Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Outer Rim Wide.
Yeah.
And I don't know what is there like a whistle equivalent?
A whistle?
A whistle?
Yeah. Nope, thinking of the wrong guy. Thinking of the wrong guy.
What do you think?
Wait, what's the big giant Pitbull song?
What is the giant?
There's
Pitbull
like a
song
that's like it's like it telling you to do something.
We're really showing our ass right now.
You know, one of those songs that like tells you to do something.
There's Timber.
No.
The hotel room.
No.
I'm looking. What are his biggest hits? I don't know. I'm Pitbull's biggest hits.
I've got you on tilt, Wallenets.
I'm trying to find like this. Okay, I found the greatest hits compilation for Pitbull.
All right, we're gonna play every Pitbull song right now.
What are they called?
Give Me Everything.
No.
Timber.
No.
I Know You Want Me.
No, I don't.
Don't Stop the Party.
No.
Hotel Room Service.
No.
Hey Baby, Drop It to the Floor.
No.
Rain Over Me.
No.
Time of Our Lives.
No.
International Love.
No.
I can keep. Okay, we're almost done. Okay. Feel This Moment. Fireball. Jungle.
No.
And Locust. Locust.
I guess I've just never heard. I guess I've never heard a Pitbull song before.
Are you just like a slide whistle in one of the Pitbull songs?
No, there's not a slide whistle in it. But I swear there was. Let's move on from my lack of knowledge about Pitbull. I feel very vulnerable right now. I do know that Pitbull spent a lot of money taking comedy classes and hiring comedy writers because he wanted to host and perform on SNL. That was like his biggest dream.
Wow.
And he asked Lorne Michaels, and Lorne Michaels was like, absolutely not. No Pitbull.
Him and Adrian Brody are the only people banned from SNL.
Yeah.
Do you know the Adrian Brody story?
Yeah, of course,
yes.
of course.
You know the Adrian Brody story.
No. But I know that Fear is also banned from SNL.
Adrian Brody...
Oh, the Rasta voice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lauren's like, he's like, I want to do this character. And Lauren's like, no.
Yeah.
If you do this, I will ban you. He's like, I'm doing it anyway. And
then Rasta voice. At least somebody got some repercussions for that.
Yes.
Because that was tough.
A big choice.
That was tough.
But yes, back on Niamos, we find ourselves in a 1960s esque bedroom with a woman lying in bed. Somebody is showering behind her, and as she wakes up, she calls out for somebody named Keith, which is just like a great Star Wars name. Like it's Keith. It's Keith, the normal name, but we spell it Keef. It sounds more exotic.
But also, that's a drug thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's all. I completely missed.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that why he picked it?
I think it's both.
Yeah. I would be shocked if you named your character who's now taking drugs or like in a very druggy place after a drug and you didn't know that.
That's fair.
That would be weird.
It just like Clem was like kind of like a classy name. Like he picked that when he wanted to be like taken seriously. And now here on Niamos, he's like, I needed my scumbag name. Like, let's lean into it.
Yep.
He's reverting back to scumbag Cassian that we saw at the beginning of the show. Like he had his whole experience on Aldani and is like, I can go back to the way things used to be. And that's where Niamos
Am I missing any pun about Keith Gurgo? Or is it Gurgo just a Gurgo?
Grogu.
It's Grogu. He's Keith Grogu.
He's Keith Gogurt. Dude, Weed Gogurt? For real, though?
Patent pending.
Yeah.
Dude, Keith Gogurt? Come on, man.
I'm cutting this out of the podcast so we can...
It's too good of an idea.
Yes, of course, Keith is Cassian, and next to a steamy shower, he opens up a lock case, and he'll be back in a minute. Inside those cases is credits, guns, various other wares.
Lawyers, guns, and credits.
Exactly. She asks what he's doing. He's washing up, and by washing up, he means taking out a few credits, and he tells her he's going for a walk, and he hides the safe over the shower, which feels like that would just like do murder on the guns inside. There's a lot of steam coming in. Look, that's a good way to damage the guns.
It's probably like a waterproof box.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
You don't want a rusty gun. I can tell you from experience. You do not want a rusty gun. And you do not want a gun on the set of the film Rust either.
That's why we brought you on, Josh.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The woman apparently named Wendy, which is I guess only in the credits, tells Keith that they need stuff, and you can get the stuff at Arky's up on the beach. Mm-hmm. He has, quote, new flavors.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah,
they're vaping.
Yeah, well, she takes out what looks like an M&M mini travel case, which is how I described it. But these are Peezos.
Yep.
Which were referenced early in this episode, probably 30 minutes ago. For us, a month and a half ago, when we saw an early ad for Peezos. But now we can discuss Peezos.
These are like Peezos were a legal form of stimulants that came in the form of pills.
They're Zins.
And yeah, they unfortunately the Wikipedia only just describes the scene that we've just seen.
Nerds.
Yeah.
Go into drug lore. Dude, there should be like an Arrowid.
There is a stimulants page for and it's just like all the different stimulants. Do
you know Arrowid?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course I know Arrowid.
That would be a fun Star Wars project to like write like the different space drug experiences from the perspective of different aliens. That'd be cute. Someone should do that.
This is also not till next season, but when he goes to buy Peezos again next season, they're in like a big like plastic glass jar, which is really funny. Mm-hmm. Like you're getting like Mentos. They're like in this big plastic like bowl thing of just getting Zins out of the big thing on the checkout line. Yeah, I guess Zins is probably the closest equivalent, right?
I mean, they are right behind the guy at the checkout most of the time.
So she says, we need Peezos. Don't forget the Peezos. And then Cassie asks, we ran out of Peezos? They say the word Peezos so many times.
They say it so many times.
I mean, that tells you what they're doing in this room, you know?
Peezos.
So they're out of Peezos and Revnog. But he takes a nip of something from a glass bottle in the shower.
He's got his own
Revnog.
Stash, yeah.
Cassian looks miserable as Wendy clarifies they need the greeny Revnog. You liked it too, Keith. Are you listening? We need the greeny. But he is not listening as he sadly runs his hand through the shower water.
Greenies are also like a famous baseball player drug, mostly.
Oh, really?
And like housewives. Yeah, they were just uppers.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's like the Peezos spiked Revnog.
Yeah.
Also known as Christmas trees.
Also known as Christmas trees.
Greenies,
they have Christmas?
No, in the real word, greenies are known as Christmas trees.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
For a second, I was
they have Life Day.
I know Star Wars has a Christmas special.
It's Life Day.
It's what?
Life Day.
Life Day?
Yeah. That's their Christmas.
Their holiday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, they've just been popping Peezos and drinking Revnog and fucking for God knows how long. That's what Andor has run away from.
Is this the most post-coital we've seen something in Star Wars?
There was like a scene between Tim and Bix earlier, but this is even more so. Like, yeah, she's like, just under the sheets, grabbing the last Peezos that they can. And when he was with Marva Andor had said that, we can find somewhere safe and warm. And I guess like here we found like Niamos is the closest thing that he could find.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he's just like reverted back to that old person that he was. And he's looking miserable for it. Like he thought he could find some peace. And that hasn't happened, clearly.
He could only find Peezos.
It's also funny because I was looking up, this is filmed in Blackpool.
Yeah.
Which apparently is known locally as Smackpool. Through the rampant drug use.
There we go.
They really found the right locations.
Yeah, I think that the audience also, like, when he's like in bed, like you just see another woman, like it's a very like ooh kind of moment, which I do enjoy. Like if there was a laugh track or like studio audience track on Andor, like in that moment would be ooh.
We brought in the audience for Married with Children.
Yeah,
just for this one scene. Yeah,
and then they cuts to him. Ow!
Yes, we finally we go outside. It's a hard cut to a woman vaping on what looks like, I can only describe as the penis enlargement pump from Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby. You got a pic of that?
I can pull it up. Give me 1 second.
Pull up a pic.
I got it.
Yeah, you got it. Yes.
With a guy who looks like a giant like worm, like the Eraserhead baby got hit with a penis pump.
It looks like if a horse was a fish. Yeah, and then the ladies just fucking suck it. That's the mom from Brazil is just fucking sucking down vape.
It's kind of like a fancy bong a little bit.
Then also the alien gives a little like
oh yeah
after she takes a big hit, which is really funny.
Those are two old perverts for sure.
Yeah, dude, those are the Statler and Waldorf of fucking.
Yes. So we see down the beach as people in various space beachwear lounge around and the music is pumping. Everybody in here is just perfect.
Yeah. It feels like after 7 episodes of like not much alien creature bullshit, like it all built up in the production offices and they got to just explode all over this scene. There's so many little freaks and aliens all throughout it, which is very fun and just reminds you like, oh yeah, we're in Star Wars.
Yeah, and you know what's great is like there's one thing about seeing a bunch of weird freaks that are like in like suits or like fucking pantsuits or whatever, like at like the Space Senate or whatever. It's another to see them just fucking loosey goosey, just out on the beach having a fucking time, like seeing like just the freakiest little dudes in repose is amazing.
And what's great about it is like it's so obvious that like, okay, if Star Wars is permanently stuck in like a 70s aesthetic, then the beach should also look like 70s Miami. It doesn't look like modern day Miami. It's like filled with like a bunch of like Cy Abelmans on winter vacation.
Dude, Psy Aliens. That should be your next year's Halloween costume. Psy Aliens.
You've got to let the Revnog breathe.
Did we ever say Fred Melamed for Uncle Harlow?
Oh, no, that's a good question. That's a good ad.
That's a good Uncle Harlow for sure.
Yes, we've been trying to track Uncle Harlow, the never seen figure who helps Cyril, Edie's cousin who helped Cyril get the job.
Yes.
Who would you have wanted to cast as that?
Ed Begley Jr.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a very different direction than we've been going before.
We've been going like Richard Kind,
Paul Giamatti,
Nathan Lane.
Okay.
But I like Ed Begley. Yes. I like Ed Begley for sure.
Ed Begley Jr. played an evil new wave landlord in the much underseen film oh boy, have I forgotten the name of the movie. But it is about New Year's Eve, and he plays a new wave landlord who is the bad guy because he wants to turn a concert venue into a huge skyscraper luxury apartment building. And he like has guns and a helicopter and stuff. And I feel like he could do a villainous character well while still having his Ed Begley Jr. charms.
Is it Get Crazy?
It is Get Crazy. The movie is called Get Crazy.
Last chance to party this summer. Get crazy and say goodbye to your brain.
Get Crazy is a woefully underseen movie. It is like the best. Sorry, I just yelled in the mic.
It's okay.
It is
starring Malcolm McDowell.
Starring Malcolm McDowell
as a party guy,
as Mick Jagger.
Reggie Wanker.
Yeah,
that's a Star Wars name for
Reggie
sure.
Wanker. Yeah, but it's the best New Year's movie other than Phantom Thread, which is barely a New Year's movie.
Okay.
And Alan Arkush, also a drug name.
Yeah, Alan Arkush, who directed fucking Rock and Roll High School with the Ramones. It's a very musical movie. It features a very young Daniel Stern, and it has a bit that references A Night at the Opera by the Marx Brothers, except it's only nude women. So if you want to see whatever that is, go see Get Crazy. It's probably on Tubi.
And don't forget, Daniel Stern, father of California Senate member Henry Stern.
Yes.
Wow. Nepo baby.
Yes.
Yeah, he does, steal from the taxpayer a lot. Calls himself a wet bandit.
I also miss these guys playing like a pile of like pyramid of like card games. I was trying to figure out what these.
They're just like building like a little card pyramid. Yeah,
and there's Donald Trump in the background.
Is that human or is that alien? Oh, this guy.
Yeah, that guy.
No, he is very Trump-esque.
He looks very Trumpy. He looks like if Trump was an imam.
We'll include a picture on our Instagram of this guy.
Noah is screaming right now that he is not on this podcast to do what if Trump was the imam. Oh, yeah, wow.
Yeah,
I'm just astounded.
This scene alone should have won like best costumes in the Emmys.
This is why we do the 7-minute segment, so we can talk about this scene, which is like 30 seconds on screen.
Literally, yeah.
No, in my mind, I remember this being like a 15-minute segment.
No, it's really fast.
And it's really short.
It's really short, but it really sticks with you.
Yeah, exactly. And there's just let's get into the actual mechanics of this.
The way things work on this planet is very Broken Lizard.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it.
It's almost like we'll get to it.
Yeah, as Cassian walks by the geriatrics, the men in the background jump over a fence and they begin to run past Cassian. Cassian looks around, what's going on? As I want to make that this is the official name, which is a shore trooper.
Yes.
But that implies that stormtroopers fight storms.
Yes, they have different names for the various locale-based armors. So there's snow troopers and sand troopers.
But they don't fight storms. So why are they stormtroopers?
Take it up with the Nazis. I don't know what to tell you.
Yes. Shore trooper starts to gain on the crowd. And we see various people running away. Warning bells start going off, and we hear the snooty laugh, the alien laughing again, which is very important.
Mm-hmm. There's
also a few aliens here, and you know what? I'm going to retire the bit. We're not naming all the aliens. For a while, I was naming all the aliens that were unnamed and driving Rusteen insane. And I feel like this scene would be another hour, so I'm officially retiring the bit.
There are some really good aliens, though.
Colton Burpo.
Uh-huh.
Yes, the little guy is now Colton Burpo. He will be the final name named. Yeah. I don't know why I think this comes Doughboys, which has convinced me that Colton Burpo saw Pikachu when he went to heaven. That's not a thing. I'm just like, why do I this is just a Doughboys riff that became in my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, I Googled. I'm like, oh no, he didn't see Pikachu. That's not a thing. But
I'm sorry, I couldn't find any results for Colton Burpo. Find Pikachu in heaven.
Yeah, so we follow. Basically, Cassian decides to beeline up the steps of the boardwalk, past two people, I believe, playing a physical version of Dejarik, which is the 3D chess game they're playing in the original movies. That they'll let the Wookiee win when Chewbacca gets really mad.
Yeah, they've got little action figures of the various creatures in the game, which you will see show up in The Mandalorian and Grogu when it comes out next week. So look forward to that,
yes,
listeners.
But it's unclear if this guy is red because he's an alien or if he's red because he's just been on the sun too long. There's also a metal leg, which I like.
Oh, yeah, I never noticed that.
This guy over here. He's got like little spikes on his head.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's just a freaky guy. That guy looks like he could be Darth Maul's like burnout cousin.
But also, like, I bet if you go to the beach in the UK, like, that's just like what you're gonna see.
Oi, mate! Fuck off!
Fuck off!
Fuck off, mate! Fuck off!
Well, I was saying, you know who definitely has a timeshare on Niamos is Uncle Harlow.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the Bob Balaban one does.
Oh, Bob Balaban's also there.
Ooh, yeah.
Adding him to the list too.
Yeah.
He then walks by 3 Grammys who are then reappear in season 2 when in the hospital scene with Clea.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that, like she like brings in like the pretend to be a nurse and she like pushes on the little alien in the wheelchair.
Oh,
looks like a little like ET.
It's like
guy.
a little like shriveled up old people.
Oh yeah, little bug freaks.
Mm-hmm. And again, like they're just like throwing aliens all over the place.
Yes, they're just old grandma shriveled up to the nth degree.
There should be a casino. There should have been a scene with a casino.
Have you watched The Last Jedi?
No.
There you go. Well, there's a
whole
whole planet of a casino in there.
All right. Well,
And people get mad about it.
I mean, in this scene.
Oh, yes.
in
Yes.
Andor, sure.
Yeah.
The scummy casino on Niamos.
Yeah, there should be a casino.
I feel like on
Those
Niamos,
old grannies.
there's
should be
probably like, backroom card games. I feel like that's more the vibe of Niamos, maybe.
See, I feel like with all the tourism, there would be like a Planet Hollywood casino. It would be called like Planet Universe or whatever. Or like what would be really funny is like a rebel themed restaurant, like the Rainforest Cafe, but like about the like rebels, and like every 35 minutes or whatever, like one of them takes over the restaurant, and then the stormtroopers have to beat them, and everybody claps.
Well, the problem with Planet Hollywood is it's just a planet. I don't know why. This is now the second time I'm going to reference this movie on this podcast, which I never would have guessed when I started with. I imagine the casino on Niamos being the casino in Vegas Vacation, where they only play like war. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he walks by these fabulous young ladies. He continues towards the town when he walks past a shore trooper, and the shore trooper approaches him asking what he's doing here, and he's, quote, looking around.
If I can shout out one thing that happens just before that.
Please.
Like as he's walking by them, these 3 Viper probe droids
I have
fly
that in my notes,
overhead. Yes. And it sounds like, fighter jets going over him. And between that and like this kind of like nebulous, almost like It Follows chase scene that he's going through, where it's like, am I being chased or not?
Right.
It's just like this dystopian Brazil Kafka-esque like dystopian nightmare is just kind of unfolding in front of us in a way that is comedic in a way, but it's also like terrifying. Yeah. That like he's literally just on his way to buy some Zins and a 40.
Right.
But he gets chased down by shore troopers instead.
Yeah, I do like that the crime that he committed was looking around.
Yeah.
Which is just, that whole thing. I mean, and that's when it becomes Super Troopers in this moment.
I also put out that those giant cement things that he walks by are just there. Those are there in Blackpool. Those were not things. But I like that those just, why do those fucking exist in Blackpool?
Yeah.
What weird, like, I don't know what art style that was. We're like, at some point in the 70s, we're going to build giant, brutalist, weird, wavy things in the ocean that have giant holes in them.
Yeah.
Just in case you want to get some shade or something,
exactly.
And there's like a great shot as like Andor walks behind them and you see his head through the circles. And then we also see like the shore trooper waiting there. Like he's just posted up there looking for people.
I just want to shout it out. I don't know exactly what you would call this audio-wise, but the shore troopers have that same audio effect that the stormtroopers from the originals have.
Yeah.
Where like it just sounds like they're ADR'd.
Yeah, where they have like the radio.
Yes, he's just like are you part of it? Like it just like has that little toniness to it, which is really funny. So yeah, he asks if Cassian if he's a part of it, and then Cassian asks a part of what? Don't play dumb. And then Cassian says he's just trying to go to the store, and then he tries to run away. Also, just point out how tan Cassian is at this point.
Yeah.
He's just on the point of blistering. The shore trooper tells him to back up and stand by the wall. Folks at online, I don't know if I believe this. They said that is, what do you call it? People are saying that store is Arky's.
Yeah, I think so. That's where he's headed to.
Yes, I guess so. It just feels a little convenient.
It's a convenient store.
That's true. That is true. But people are like eating there.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Like a bodega.
A place like Arky shouldn't have like beachside real estate. It feels like Arky should be a couple blocks in.
It's Niamos, baby.
That's fair.
The whole thing's the beach.
The whole thing's the beach. Yes. The shore trooper tells him to back up and stand by the wall, and the folks at Arkies are now watching, and the shore trooper tells Cassian he looks like he's sweating, and Diego Luna in a really good line where he says, "Yes, it's hot."
Yeah, that was a good one.
Like he's just trying to answer the guy's questions. Like he thinks like if I just tell this guy what he's asking me, it'll all be fine. Like just let me go already.
Yeah, and like as the audience like watching this, knowing like, oh, he just committed like a huge space crime, like one of the bigger space crimes, and he now is like getting fucked with by fucking, again, super troopers. Like, it's an extra, it's like an extra layer of the cringe that you're feeling.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know if they ever go into this type of humor again in the show. I don't think they really do, but it worked really well.
In a million years, my dream of like writing a Star Wars show, I never would have thought of doing this bit.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. He's like, okay, he goes somewhere tropic, he's somewhere there, but to do this is like it's a mad world kind of esque bit.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Who's on First. Like it just keeps going of like no matter what Andor says, like he has another question for him.
Right.
Like no matter what he says, it always pisses him off. Which is kind of similar to what happened to him in the opening. Where with the two Primor corps.
Yes.
Like everything he said to them made them angry. Like something about Andor just pisses off cops.
Something about cops just want a reason to be angry.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I was thinking about it. I'm like, this is just getting Al Capone on tax evasion.
Yeah.
Like there's so many other crimes he's done, but yet you got him on the dumbest one possible.
But at least there they knew they were getting Al Capone. Here they just think he's some normal guy. So you just know that like this is happening all the time, everywhere, to anybody.
Yeah. 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 And it is great that Andor's like, hey, cops are fucking bad, huh? Like these guys really suck.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
He said, yes, it's hot, or the short trooper asks if he's been running. Cassian takes a suspicious gulp. He tries to play it off of, why would I be running? And the short trooper tells him, because you're a part of it. A part of what exactly? It. The two were distracted as men with fezzes.
Mm-hmm.
Run in the other direction, passing them by.
This is inherent vice.
Yes.
This is literally just inherent vice at this point. It's great.
The Benicio del Toro character in The Last Jedi is basically his Infinite Jest character.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to watch The Last Jedi.
Inherent vice.
Yes, what did I say?
Infinite Jest.
Folks, I read Infinite Jest, and I wanted to mention it.
You just wanted to drop it on the show here.
But yeah, so the two men run away. The short trooper reports that they've got runners on Pier 9. Cassian says he can wait for the short trooper if he wants. But then over the corner...
Real Bugs Bunny move does not work in real life, or quote-unquote real life.
The short trooper asks if those guys are friends of him. Meanwhile, over the horizon, a KX unit walks up the steps, holding two bodies, unclear if dead or alive, up the steps. And then we see another body yeeted across the other direction. And the short trooper tells him, tourists don't run. And he says he wasn't running, and you got that right. That window is shut.
Yeah.
Cassian continues to plead his case, but the short trooper tells him to calm down before calling for a droid assistance from one of the KX units. It happily obliges by dropping the two men it was carrying, and Cassian really can't believe this is happening, but this is crazy. The short trooper tells the KX unit, hang onto this one for me, I want to check the shelter. And in the background, a second KX unit pulls somebody back like somebody getting the hook at a vaudeville show. Like, it's just like, it is CGI-assisted speed in which he's getting pulled back.
It's played both for horror and comedy at the same time, which is a really delicate balance that the show doesn't do that often. But there's something about how like bright and colorful Niamos is that I think like you need to depict it in that way.
Well, yes, the bright colors and like surf vibes definitely help, but like I think just inherently like Trump is funny. You know what I mean? Like fascists, like they can be funny, and the sort of like Kafka-esque like maze, like looping maze, like that. I think that does exist, and we all cope by laughing at that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he captures that maze really, really well in this scene of like non-compliance.
Yeah.
And Cassian's probably tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably licked some freak sky toad or whatever.
Thank you.
It's a living.
It's a living.
Dude, do any Star Wars aliens say it's a living?
I don't think so.
One of them's got to do it just once. Just once, one of the aliens has to look right at the camera and be like, it's a living.
We're replacing, I have a bad feeling about this, with it's a living, and it has to appear in every movie.
Yes.
So the KX unit addresses Cassian as he approached him, saying, he said, hang. And Cassian is backed up against the wall as he tries to explain. He didn't mean hang, he meant watch.
Yeah.
But no, the KX unit decides he meant hang, as in hanging, as he grabs Cassian by the throat, smushing him against the concrete barricade as his legs kick about.
That's AI. That's going to be AI. That's AI targeting in action.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
He said hang.
And I do think there's like a bit of like a joke connected to Rogue One in here, that the Alan Tudyk K2SO is also a character who's like very literal. And so like these KX units are just like even dumber, I think.
Is this Alan Tudyk?
No, this is not Alan Tudyk.
Okay.
But it is the same type of droid that he's playing. So I think just something about these droids is that they just take whatever instructions you give them literally to the point of killing people, just for saying hang on to them.
Yeah.
I just want to shout Diego Luna with some like great tongue acting.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally his face is so I don't even know what to describe that as. We're just like,
it's like his tongue's being pushed out of his neck, like out of his mouth.
Yes, he's struggling to breathe. Cassian is banging on the robot's arm, but the KX unit repeats, hang. Cassian yells to the short trooper as spittle foams around his mouth. Tell him you meant watch. End of scene. Great. Quality content.
Yeah, just the pointlessness of all this violence and brutality that is happening to just like someone who, as far as the Empire is concerned, is a tourist. Like,
right.
They, like you were saying, he is, yes, Al Capone. He is the most wanted man in the galaxy, but they're just doing this to him because he's not an Imperial officer, basically.
Right.
And then we do then go...
Oh, sorry, I want to bring up one thing.
Sure.
I forgot that I put this in my notes. There is, in Blackpool, where they filmed this, a memorial plaque for the scene.
Yeah.
And it goes, filming for the Disney Plus series Star Wars Andor took place here in May 2021. Titular character Cassian Andor was apprehended by Imperial shore troopers at this very spot. He was just a tourist.
Aww.
It's cute.
That's cute.
They seem to be very proud of being Niamos, which I'm happy for them.
Yeah. I don't know what Blackpool gets these days.
Apparently, the location manager
is from there.
Is from there. So this was a little bit of like a homecoming for him.
That's cute.
So, it's very cute. I saw that they have they have a sculpture in the beach called Mary's Shell that's like a circular shell in the sand.
Uzumaki.
Yeah, like Uzumaki. And you actually can see it in the shot flying over the beach. So,
cool.
So even the art from Blackpool has made it into Star Wars.
No, I did like a Google Maps street view of them. Like it looked exactly the same. They really didn't do that much to it. It's like that's the thing. Like, why do you need to have things that are like AI backgrounds, CGI backgrounds? We could just like shoot in interesting locations. All of this stuff exists in the real world.
It's almost like the world is inherently interesting, and we like seeing it on camera. But no, we need the shortcuts.
I don't know about that, dude. You know what I like seeing? Something that is slightly off. Something that just doesn't feel good or right.
Yes.
Something that makes your brain feel like it's overheating a little bit.
My stomach hurts. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's what I want.
But then we cut to the most advanced thing in the universe, a giant window fan.
Yeah, we go from Cassian's hanging to a hot courthouse on Niamos where a rotary fan is spinning its blades like a rapid-fire guillotine. And then we see fingers tapping away at a stenographer's machine while a judge, played by Highlander's Beatty Edney, cracks pistachios as she sentences some poor bastard to 4 months in prison for loitering at the scene of a crime, walking an unleashed mastiff, and animal fouling. A mastiff is a kind of Komodo dragon dog that the Tusken Raiders usually have. You can see some of them over here in this picture. So someone was just walking their dog unleashed, and then it pooped somewhere, and they got sent to jail for
4 years.
Or 4 months. 4 months. Yeah. Poor bastard.
Honestly, if your dog takes a shit on the sidewalk and you don't clean it up,
well, we don't know that
and
he
it's
didn't clean it
unleashed,
up.
and it's unleashed, in an unleashed dog in the city, 4 months.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with that. I think that prison should be abolished except for them and then people that go slow in the fast lane.
This area is definitely ruled by Space Tracy Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our local
Spacey Park.
Yeah, our local city council fascist who says she's a Democrat.
I'm more like shitty council, if you ask me.
The whole thing's corrupt.
The whole thing, it goes all the way to the top. The mayor.
The judge then calls out Keith Gergo's name, and it takes 2 shouts of the name for Cassian to remember that's what he's been arrested at.
It has been months that he's lived there. Like it's assumed, right? It's assumed that it's enough time to be bored in a relationship.
Sure,
but in a very, what seems like live-in relationship with somebody. And he's still like, oh, right. I'm on a lot of nog.
Your Inherent Vices pull is so good. He's so high, he doesn't even know what his fake name is. So
Yeah. And Keith learns that his charges are civil disruption, anti-imperial speech, fleeing the scene of anti-imperial activity, and attempted damage of imperial property, which is, I think, when he was grasping for air as he was being hanged.
Yes.
For the crime of flailing about while you're being attacked adds to your sentence. And Andor scoffs when he hears these charges laid out, but the judge tells him to keep quiet before he gets resisting judgment added to his list of problems. And Andor continues to insist that he's just a tourist, and the judge takes pity on him. This used to be a 6-month sentence, and now he's got 6 years thanks to a change in guideline. And
which we just heard about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That was the beginning of this episode.
Right.
It was all about the public order resentencing directive.
So I found online someone, of course, was like, the Reddit post was like, I was practicing my Orabesh, which is the Star Wars language. To see what his little rap sheet says.
Mm-hmm.
And it's intentionally filled with mistakes.
Yeah.
He's listed as Keith Seymour. And his crimes are assaulting an Imperial officer and suspected force sensitivity.
That's funny.
And then also with the 25-year sentence.
Wow.
They just fucked it up. They're just fucking up on every level of just, we're going to call it Keith Seymour. He's really not going to know who he is.
That's pure fucking Brazil right there. That is Brazil.
Yeah, this is, even the actress playing the judge feels like she's right out of Brazil, like cracking pistachios, half paying attention to what's happening.
Mr. Tuttle, Mr. Buttle.
Her podium could be 30 feet high and it would fill right in. Feel very Gilliam-esque.
Yeah.
I'm not him, but I will shout out the very funny green guy, alien guy in the back. He's a very strong chest, just sort of the bailiff standing in the back. It's very funny.
The name on the data plaque is shared with the name Keith Seymour, a set deck concept artist on the show.
There you go.
So they got to sneak their name into the show.
That's
on,
cute.
On
but it's funny because it's Keith. It could be a fuck up of just Keith. Keith Cargo could be Keith Seymour. No one's really listening. But then, God, it felt like hours. I think, are we saying goodbye to Niamos?
Yeah, as Andor shouts that he's just a tourist, the judge tells him to take it up with the Emperor.
Yep.
The ultimate indignity of trying to talk to him. It just and we've had a lot of references to the Emperor in this episode. Yes. More than any in the entire show. Like it's come up, his name has come up 3 times now. Which is interesting.
Yeah, speak to old Donnie Trump on the way out. I just want to point out, if it was not obvious enough that all of the shore troopers have red armbands basically painted onto their suits.
So sick.
Yeah.
It's not clear you guys were Nazis. We will literally put swastikas on them. Yeah.
And as Andor is dragged away by Imperial troopers to serve his prison sentence, we land on Cyril's eyes glowing green off the reflection of his dual monitors. He turns some knobs, twists some dials, and pours through Imperial records. And over the sound of some discordant keys, he looks up and realizes just how small he is here in his octagonal. Just one body in a vast sea of octagons. In a way, he's another prisoner in the Empire.
And it's also some more Gilliam-esque.
Exactly.
Zoom outs.
Mm-hmm. Just seeing like how many little desk bureaucrats there are keeping the Empire running behind the scenes. And yeah, because we've talked a lot about like Cassian and Cyril's like dual journeys through the show and how they like mirror each other. And I think that's exactly like what this scene is doing, of just
some sort of
reminding
Javert, Jean Valjean dynamic. Yes,
that he's just imagining like what he could be doing out there, but instead both of these characters are being held back from their inherent like internal greatness that they could be because of the oppressive system of the Empire.
Yeah, good job, Empire. It's fucked up, dude.
You think there's the fun guy at that office?
Oh my God, the party guy who's like, hey, come by my octagonal, dude. Like, I got some fucking green glops that we can fucking sporg. And, you know, I snuck in a bottle of fucking glurp, dude. So, no, come on by, man. No, I got a flask. I could leave it in the stall in the bathroom for you if you're scared.
Who's like the copy guy of the office. Like, here comes Cyril making copies.
Here comes Bleep Blob making Farnos.
Using flimsiplast.
The Jim and Pam of that fucking office.
Do they have like The Office mockumentary set in like the imperial bureaucracy of like the wacky goings on inside the Empire?
Yeah.
We all hate our jobs, just like Jim with 2 M's and Pam with an apostrophe.
Yeah.
Well, if this is like all 70s coded, it would be like Taxi. That would be like the equivalent of like you have like a giant like space Christopher Lloyd.
Or is there like a I Love Lucy about like the first woman to like work in the office and she's
just choking herself on space candy as the conveyor belt moves down? Yes.
Ricky, I want to play jizz.
Well, Space Ricky is definitely from Niamos.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, on that note.
Yeah, and then the sound of a door or perhaps a cage slams shut and the screen cuts to black, and that brings episode 7 of Andor to an end as Niamos blares on the soundtrack. And yeah, that's the end of this 7 minutes of Andor. Any final thoughts, Josh, about this episode or something coming up that you didn't get to touch on?
Yeah, just like, first of all, a like propagandistic like mockumentary made by the Empire about like working for the Empire. Like The Office would be really good. But so would any show on Niamos. I feel like I would watch like if some like bounty hunter, like buddy cop bounty hunter show, whatever, like very 70s Kiefer Sutherland style guy, drunk.
I recently watched the original pilot to Miami Vice.
Okay.
And there's a scene there where they go to like a beach party and someone gets like assassinated. I was getting a lot of vibes from that.
Yeah.
We just needed, instead of Niamos, if they played like In the Air Tonight.
Yes.
That would
yes.
gone hard.
Let's do it. I'm in.
So yeah, Josh, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Do you have anything you'd like to plug, and where can people find you?
Yeah, if you like me, join the DSA, and just fucking Google it. But join the DSA because it's right now, at least, the only body of people that has any chance at all of defeating Trump, and that's something that you just gotta help with.
The Emperor.
Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah. Join the Rebel Alliance. It's right now, at least, it's DSA. So join us, and we'll have fun too. That's the thing. Is like in this show, being a rebel, you also get to have a little fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have any droids yet, but we do have Waymos that we destroy.
There was the little what do you call it, like the little delivery robots?
Just delivery robot.
Samo? That's what they call them on the John Mulaney
Yeah, but that's not
show.
the real one. But I guess a couple years now, there was a picket line at UCLA for UAW, and someone hacked one of those little robots.
Wow.
And they like give him a little picket sign. And he was just sort of driving around the picket line with a sign.
Oh my God,
yes,
amazing.
That's beautiful.
I will make sure to put the photo in our summary.
Oh, I love it.
Well, Josh, thank you for being here. We'll include a link to join DSA in the show description. And everybody listening, be sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts to help us with the algorithm. You can send in your questions about the show to andorkspod@gmail.com. I would really love to do a Q&A episode at the end of the season to talk about all of the various topics and stuff.
All the things I got wrong.
Yeah, everything we've gotten wrong, everything that's happened since we've recorded our episodes. And be sure to follow Andorks on social media at AndorksPod. And we'll see you next week for a very special episode covering The Mandalorian and Grogu coming out next week. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, be sure to watch along with us.
To quote Conan O'Brien at the Oscars, clap, Grogu, clap.
Later, dorks.
Bye, dorks.